Apple is sitting right inside my PD 15 box this morning. There's no clean break yet in either direction. Let's build the plan before the bell so we're ready the second it moves. What's good, YGO family? It's TJ, and welcome back to the pre market breakdown where we get locked in before the bell so we already know the plan before most people even open their charts. Today, we're looking at Apple on the 15-minute chart, and unlike some mornings, price hasn't picked a side yet. It's sitting inside the box right now. So my job today is being patient, wait for the break, then wait for the retest. And as always, the disclaimer is we this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your due diligence because with trading you can make money as well as lose money. So let's trade responsible. This is for educational purposes only. All right, now that's out of the way, let's get to it. Um, Here's what the chart is showing me. Apple closed Tuesday around 310.03, and pre-market has been quiet, chopping right in the middle of yesterday's close range. Right now, price is sitting around the 309.89 range, so it's right at kissing the right below the box. The top of the box today is as we have it is 311.07. The bottom of the box is 309.95. Uh, and so with it sitting at 309.89, we'll see how it reacts. Still no clear break. That means price is basically parked inside or right at on the edge here. I'm not going to force anything. I'll wait for a real break, then a retest before I take a side. So let me quickly explain my how I get this PD 15 box. It's simply I'll show it to you on a regular time frame. It's the last 15-minute candle of yesterday. So I marked the high and the low. So that's where I got the 311.07 and 309.95. That's the high of the last 15-minute candle and the low of the last 15-minute candle. I use this because it shows me where price made its final decision before the last session ended. Think of it like the prior session's closing battle zone. The level already locked in from Tuesday close, so I don't. That helps me not even have to wait and see what um, how it does for a market to open to build it. Don't get me wrong, I still taking all that into consideration on days that it might gap down or gap up. I use pre-market high and pre-market low at that point. But for right now, it's sitting near the PD 15, so this is a um, good day for me to use this, and wait for a price to react um, um, to these to my box for entry for the retest and the break and the retest. So and my levels come from the using I know it might be off a little bit, but this is I usually do it from the ATR of the where price closed, and since it closed at 310 um '03. I use like a $8, $7, $8 ATR because that's the normal range of Apple. So I do that. I add 7 or $8 to the where price closed at on the day before, and that's where I get my full ATR. As for the calls and for the puts, I subtract it from that, and that gives me around the same location for the puts, and then I just take a percentage. Another way of looking at you can also go to the hour um, and see what price has touched multiple places, and those are good indications of where price would like to go back into revisit. So I use those as my take profits as well. So is you can either do a percentage of the ATR, which I use the field percentages, which is the 38.2% for my first take profit and the 61.8% and for the second. And if you like me, you don't really like doing math, you pull out that calculator real quick. That's why I get I do it from the in the pre-market. So, and like I said, this is not absolute, so you don't have to wait till it gets all the way to there to get out. If it's already moving in your direction and you pick the right strike and it's close to what you need, go ahead and get out. A lot of people overstay their welcome and then they end up giving money back, and that's not what we do here. We don't trade greedy. We see profit, take profit. So let me break down what I'm seeing for calls real quick, and I'm gonna get you out of here. My bullish call, what I need price to do is let's go back to extended so that we can kind of see. As you see, it's still inside the box. So I would need price to break three at the PD high 311.07. I like to do it from the 2 minute. So I let price break the 311.07 and close with a 2 minute close bar. Then on the next candle and with volume behind it, that's where my entry would get. My stop loss would be on the other side of the PD 15 high. So I would set my stop loss around right about here, and we can do it here. So this is where my stop loss would be, and so we'll say that's be my stop loss, and my entry would have been on this side, and my first take profit would be 313, 19. If I have multiple contracts, I'll scale out, especially if volume is behind the move, and I will look. My second take profit is 315.15. Again, and if it gets to the full take profit, it'll be around at 317, 318. 31 for the calls. And on from the puts, same thing, just in reverse. We can make money in both directions. So if it breaks, if it continues with this break of the 309, I don't just jump in once it breaks. I wait for the retest, either the retest back to the 8 EMA, which is the white line for the ones who's been following me, or the 21 even for the, which is even a stronger pullback, and it tests it, and then it closed with a 2 minute candle going down in that same direction. That's my entry. My stop loss will be on the other side of where I entered. um, and each candle here, just in case, like when you move it to a different time frame, each candle is a 2 minute, is measured based on the time frame you're doing. So these candles are measured in 2 minute time frames. So if this 2 minute candle was to close here, and then I had another 2 minute candle starting. It's going in the same direction with a big candle like this, a big volume candle showing this type of um, volume. I would get in and I would go down to 306.87. Second would be 304.91, and then around 300, 301, 302.75. And that's all I mean when I say that 2 minute candle close with a volume candle going in that direction. And it's same thing if I was doing a 15 minute. Now these switch to 15 minute candles. So if they broke and the next 15 minute candle was with volume, I would get in there. Same rules, no matter what time frame you do. I just like 2 minutes. Once I've confirmed hit the move, 2 minutes just helps me get in a little quicker. So that's my plan for the bearish and the bullish. Um, so, and like I said, we do it on the 2 minute time frame. So that's the play for today. It's simple. Apple is sitting inside the box. I want the clean break of 311.07 for calls. I want 309.95 for puts with volume. Then a retest before I take a side. If this helped, hit that like button for me, subscribe, and share this with a trader who needs a real plan before the bell. And if there's anything that needs to be cleared up, please hit the comments. Let me know which side you think is Apple is going to do. Do you think it's going to break up or break down? That's what I need for comment that in the bottom. Help this video get 1,000 likes. And as always, this is You Got Options. Study the levels. Wait for agreement. Trade with discipline. And always, God bless.